Hello and welcome to another match preview on Football Talk Podcast. My name's Ozzie and I'm your host for today's show. It's time to forget the disappointment of losing our top spot as league leaders in the Premier League and focus on our upcoming game, which is Sparta Praha in the Europa League. The first leg ended 5-1. Probably should have been 6-1 to be fair, as Salah's late goal was incorrectly disallowed by VAR. So it's safe to say that we have 1 foot in the quarterfinals, but we've still got a job in hand and need to complete the task tomorrow evening. We're a bit more familiar with our opposition, so we can discuss in more detail in terms of how they will set up tactically and who to look out for in the game. They suffered a huge defeat against Victoria Pleasant, 4-0 last weekend, so they're not in the best of form. So let's go ahead and present the team news and see who's available for the fixture. So for Liverpool, Konate picked up an injury in the first leg that kept him out of last weekend's match against Man City. He's still not available for this fixture, but should be fit for this Sunday against Manchester United. Jadon Daz, unfortunately, is still recovering from a concussion. But good news, Ryan Gravenberch has returned to full training, so he's in contention to be part of the squad. Klopp mentioned in the press conference that Salah is ready to play, but maybe not for 90 minutes. So it remains to be seen if he starts his fixture or he comes off the bench. Alisson, Trent, Jota, Jones, Thiago, Bacic, Ben Doak, and Matip are still out with injuries. Now for Sparta Praha, Asker Sorensen, who picked up an injury in the first leg, will also be unavailable for this fixture. Greg G was taken off early in the league fixture against Victoria Pleasant over the weekend, so he should be available to play tomorrow. And Kushka and Bermancevic are expected to be in the starting 11 as they were on the bench in the last fixture. So what I'll do now is I will present a graphics to showcase who could be starting for both teams. So let me just share the graphics with you guys and see who could be starting for Sparta Praha. We'll start with the away team and then we'll delve into Liverpool in more detail. So here we are. So in terms of Sparta Praha, they play a 3-4-3 formation. So I'm expecting it to be the same system, the same tactics deployed in the second leg as well. Now, in terms of personnel, the goalkeeper will be Vindal Jensen. There he is. So he will start in goal for Sparta Praha. In terms of the back three, as I mentioned, Sorensen is out with an injury, so it will be Vitek, who actually had a decent game in the first leg. He starts on the right side of the defense. Panak will be the player that comes in for Sorensen. And then you've got Gretsy, who will be starting on the left side. So here we go. So that is the back three for Sparta Praha. In terms of the midfield, one player that I was very impressed with was Preciado. Who unfortunately I was calling Pricaido in my watch number. Yeah, his name is Preciado. He was very, very impressive in the first leg. So much speed, caused all kinds of havoc on the wing. So he's still one player that we need to look out for. Even took a couple of shots towards goal. So he's more than capable from an attacking point of view rather than just being a creator. And then in terms of the midfield, you've got Solbakken, who decent player, got a nice touch on him, can play some good football as well. Then I believe Karinen will be playing in this one, if I can spell his name correctly. Okay. There he is. There he is. Managed to get in the end. So he will start in the midfield. Same double pivot that started against us in the first leg. And on the left side, I believe it will be Zeleny, who also started in the first leg as a left wing back as well. Front three, to be fair, they all cause havoc. Haraslin especially in the first half. One of the top scorers as well, so one to look out for. In frame, doesn't seem like he's, sort of got a physical presence when he's on that left wing, but he's very skillful, very smart in terms of his dribbling. So definitely one to look out for, and has a decent shot on him as well. And you've got Kushta, who starts in the central striker role, and then you've got Bermancevic, who had a good game. To be fair, very much involved in all elements of their attack end up being the provider for the goal as well. So, so this is the lineup that I'm expecting to see tomorrow at Anfield. Pretty much quite similar to the first lineup, obviously with one injury to the centre back in Sorensen. That's the only change I think that will be deployed, and I think they will go with strong lineup. I don't think they have, well, not that they don't have the thinking of trying to get a result. I think for them is to still compete in the second leg and maybe get a draw, maybe get the 1-0 result, just so they can please the fans in a very hostile environment of Anfield. So if they manage to get the win, it will be a huge moment for the club and for the players. So that is probably what they're aiming. They're probably not having any thoughts of, beating Liverpool in terms of the aggregate score. So for them, it's just coming up and leaving the stadium or the pitch if they're held up high. So let's see how it goes for them. So what we'll do now, we will remove this graphic and then we will present a Liverpool style lineup. So let me do this for you guys. So here we go. Just got a comment here from Daz. Big up Daz. He said, big up Ozzie. He said, Mo may start on press conference. That's the assumption I got as well, which is a bit of a strange one due to the fact that I believe he's not been selected for Egypt in their international friendlies. Whether that's a mutual agreement or he's looked at as not fit enough to play in those fixtures, I'm not quite so sure. He wasn't clarified in terms of the discussion there. But yeah, it looks like he could be starting this one. So let's see. I'm going to predict my lineup and then we'll see who I think will play in this fixture. So in goal, even though we've pretty much got one foot in the quarterfinal, Keller has been playing a lot of games. So normally you think, why not give the third choice goalkeeper a bit of a chance? Not for me, unfortunately. I'm still going to stick with Kelleher. I don't have any faith in Adrian whatsoever, and that's not a personal shot. It's just something that I don't believe we need to do at this stage. So Kelleher stays in goal for this fixture. And then in terms of the back four, I'm going to start with Bradley on the right back position, and then Tsimikas as the left back, and then I may go with Van Dijk to start this one. But like the last fixture, probably just having to play for one half and then bring on a defender in the second half. And I'm going to go with Kwanzaa. So this will be my back four, with the thinking that maybe Joe Gomez comes on in the second half to replace Van Dijk, and they both play a half each. I think Gomez has been playing consecutive games, so maybe deserves a little bit of a breather. And I feel like Tsimikas deserves an opportunity to start in this game. So that's the back four that I think should start tomorrow. And in terms of midfield, I'd want to rest Endo. He's been playing back-to-back games. He's performed to a highest level. I think he deserves a bit of a rest because we've got a big game coming up this Sunday against Manchester United in the FA Cup quarterfinal. So for me, I've got one eye on that one. So for this game, I think McConnell deserves a start. Hasn't really played much recently, so it'll be a good opportunity for him to get some game time and get some experience as well. And on the left side of the number 8, I'm going to go for Bobby Clark. And then alongside him, I'm going to go Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai is slowly finding his rhythm, finding his fitness again. So playing another game in this magnitude will help. I wouldn't play him the full game, probably play him for like an hour and then bring on other players from the bench. Now, in terms of the front three, this is a big one. Daz has mentioned that Salah could be starting in this fixture. Would I start Salah? I wouldn't, to be fair. I think Klopp might end up starting Salah, but if this was my choice, I wouldn't start him. on the basis that it's not required. We're winning 5-1. He can easily come on for the last half an hour and try and make an impact from there. He doesn't need to start from beginning. The game is not to that kind of magnitude, in my opinion. So I don't know why I placed him there. I'm going to go with Elliot on the right wing, and then up top, I'm going to give Gakpo another chance. And on the left, Diaz definitely needs to have a break. He's been, working his socks off in recent games, especially the last fixture. It was fantastic. So, despite missing those big 2 opportunities against City, but hey, it is what it is. But in terms of his overall performance, he's really worked hard for the team. Just needs to work on that finishing in front of goal. But for this fixture, I'd probably go for Kumas. I don't think he's in the thing, is he? So who can I put on for Kumas? Looks like I can't put anyone on. We'll leave it at blank. But yeah, Kumas will be starting on that left wing. Let me know what you guys think of the lineup. So I think a lot of people might rejig a little bit. As Daz mentioned, Klopp has kind of given us the impression that Salah may possibly start in this game. So that could be one that will be different to the lineup that I presented. McAllister, having been mentioned, I'd give McAllister a bit of a breather, or maybe he can feature in this fixture. Robertson might be one that features as well, as he didn't start in the previous game. Konate is not available, so it's between Van Dijk, Kwanzaa, and Joe Gomez, who can play in any position in the back line, can even play in midfield. So he'll be a good option to have off the bench. And then you've got Kelleher. And then, we've probably got a few youngsters coming off the bench as well. Give them some game time, give them their debuts, or just give them the opportunity to play European football at Anfield. So it'll be a huge moment for the young players there. I think this team is strong enough to get the win against Sparta Praha. And there's my lineup. So unfortunately, can't add Kumas on the left wing, but that is a player I have on the left wing. Just got a comment here from Liverpool 12 man. Says, big up Oz, big up yourself, 12 man as always. Thank you for your comment and thank you for tuning in. And that's a quick one for today. So in terms of my score prediction, I'm going for a Liverpool win. I don't think it'll be a huge scoreline. It'll be a professional performance from the Reds. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory. And I'm hoping Gakpo scores in this fixture, try and breathe some confidence in his game going forward. And I think Bobby Clark might be getting on the score sheet as well. So 2-0 prediction, and that is my lineup. And that is the end of the show as well. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Daz and 12th Man for your comments as always. Next show will be taking place very shortly as I give my views on Liverpool appointing Michael Edwards as the new CEO of football. So why not grab yourself a drink or a snack and join me in roughly 10 minutes. Just got a prediction here from Daz. It says 2-1. Yeah, 2-1's not a bad shout, to be fair. I hope they not score. Even the goal that they scored was a bit of a lucky one, but 2-1 is a fair scoreline as well. And Little Thomas says, where are you watching the game tomorrow? So I'll be watching at home. I will be doing a watch along as well. So the game is at 8 p.m. UK time. So I'll probably log on 5-10 minutes before the game, discuss the lineup with you guys, and then you guys can hear me commentate and give my opinion as we watch the game together. So I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. So as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and I hope to speak to you all very shortly in about 10 minutes. Goodbye.